and we'll see how things will go. SnowieY currently already has a win in this group, and double0mat played today against Galactic. Okay, so the run has begun. All right, let's see how this will go. So the beginning of each run is always the same. They're always just going to go through this first cutscenes of meshing, until they get into the core of the run. Okay, so SnowieY got some lead already by mashing. So mashing is a huge part of this game. It can save a lot of time if you can mash very quickly, and the way the mashing works in this game is they're going to try to mash all the text box in the most efficient way possible, so they're going to go through a specialized way of mashing with Shift, Enter, X, Z, so that they can mash first. Wait, SnowieY stopped? That's weird. I don't know why SnowieY stopped. Wait, did SnowieY get soft locked? Wait a second. Is that what happened? Oh. Wait, what the heck? SnowieY was on debug mode? Is that what happened? I don't... What is going on? Okay, that's interesting. Does SnowieY just lose them? Well, we don't really... I'm not sure how the rules going on this. If they just... if SnowieY's just gonna get eliminated or something. But I think they're gonna just restart. Okay, we're going to restart. This is hilarious. I was wondering if anyone was actually gonna put on debug mode, but it happened. It happened. The debug mode was done. I can't believe this. Also, Young Donuts. That's no longer accurate because double0mat beat his PB today on the other tournament match. He got a 109 something. But that's his Linux PB. Anyways, okay. double0mat's actually mostly a JP runner, and for the purposes of a comparison between different versions, it's a little bit tough to compare them. But mostly, if you have a low time in one, you can get a low time in the other. It's just a matter of really adapting to a little bit of the differences in the inputs. But overall, it's like mostly the same. It's just like they're different, essentially different versions, and will have different times because of the languages and there's a little bit of Okay, so we have begun. A little bit regarding the inputs. Speaking of languages, you can actually play in 1.05 or any of the Japanese versions if both runners agree for this tournament, but it hasn't been done like that so far, so we've just been having English runs in Linux. Alright, so now we're official. SnowieY is gonna go through. SnowieY is always dialogue, monologue. Evo monologue. So this category is very interesting because there's a lot of unskippable text. So you can actually there's a lot of lore that the speedrunners will have to go through. All right, so hopefully SnowieY won't teleport warp around the places using debug mode again. Ocean Bagel GP mod race. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the fixed patch race. That's probably going to be the epics of this tournament. Okay. So coming up now is the first part of the Genocide run. So the Genocide run, I have to exhaust the queue count for every area, and also queue all the specific bosses and mini bosses. The first the first enemy that's gonna be killed is this frog. This actually doesn't count towards the kill count, but it levels you up to level 2. and this increases your damage, which is gonna make the ruins grinding a little bit easier. Well, a little bit more reliable, you can say. All right. Oh, who has auto right now? Oh, double0mat has. Okay. All right. So this is what is the name of this again? An unnecessarily long room. I actually forgot the unnecessary tension is the name of the song. Okay, this is a long room where SnowieY is going to be attempting a extremely important glitch of this run, which is called I think it's called JD slide, or GD slide. I don't remember very well the name, but whatever. He just like does a swag walk, and now he's done it already. Okay, so the grind is gonna begin now. There's two monsters you can encounter in this part. The first one's Whimsun, which is the one that SnowieY just got. It's an insta-kill. And the second one's a Froghead, which is a 2-turn. And the most optimal here is, of course, Whimsun, because it's 1 turn you can finish the encounter. Froghead, double0mat just got here on the left. And Froghead can give that special attack, which instantly skips the attack animation, which is a little bit more optimal than not getting anything. But usually you don't want to get Froggets at all over Whimsuns, because they're going to be slightly slower. As you can see, Whimsuns are insta-kills. So this is going to be the first part. First, they're going to grind in the first part of the ruins for like 13 kills. And then they're going to move on for the second half of it. Alright. So now you have a little bit of trouble with the room transitioning. So as you can see, they're like going up and down the wall. This is something called wall humping. It's static. It's sort of a strat. I don't know. It's something you use to basically increase your step counter while you're still standing still. So you have to reach a certain step count in order to be able to gain an encounter in each room. And you can actually increase that by wall humping. And because you stay in the same place, you can just stay right next to the room transition. And the reason why they transition rooms after they get an encounter is because once you get an encounter in a room, the step count required for the next encounter goes way up, and you have to re-enter the room or leave the room and go to another one for this step increase to simply go away. So SnowieY's already level 3, so is double0mat. I haven't been paying attention to that. So they should be coming fairly close to the end. Wait, SnowieY stopped it. Oh no, okay, that's just lag. I was about to say, wait, did SnowieY just get debugged mode again? They should be fairly close to the end of this. I think there's 2 more encounters for SnowieY. This should be the 11th encounter, and after this, SnowieY will probably move on to the next room. So this first part is just like most of most of Genocide. It's mostly just RNG. It's just hoping for the Whimsuns. Okay, so yeah. Okay, both going at basically the exact same time. So this is kind of synced right now. So they're gonna come to the end of the room and they're gonna grind an encounter here. This is just so they can use the fact that they had to walk this long room to use some of the steps towards the step counter. They're pretty neck and neck. Oh, SnowieY gonna get the frog skip's gonna make a little bit less neck and neck now. So now they're gonna advance in the ruins. SnowieY is going to grind an encounter here. And this will be the 13th encounter for both of them. Alright, so this marks the ending of the first half of ruins, and now they're gonna go to the second half, which is after they go through this room right here. They are going to... So this is a new area. There's different encounters you can get here. And here the most optimal you want to get for the most part is the Froghead Whimsun, because it's a double encounter, but you can also get the triple mode small, you can get the double mode small, you can get the single mode small, and you can get the double Froghead. So SnowieY getting the most optimal encounter, Froghead Whimsun. It's the most optimal because you can kill Whimsun right away. Whereas all the other monsters you have to 2 hits, so double0mat getting the double mode small here. This area is particularly notorious for having the famous single Moldsmal. And which basically, the more the more kills you have in a certain area, the more steps you need to get for the next encounter. So when you're at, so this area, you need to kill 20 monsters. When you're at 19, the amount of steps you have to walk, oh, that was very synced. What? The amount of steps you have to walk in order to be able to proceed to the next encounter is extremely high. So you do not want to get a single Moldsmal when you're at 18. Is double0mat at, it's at 15 right now? I believe so. Not sure. I believe SnowieY is getting much better, has had a much better second half thus far. But that was actually pretty good. 2 Frogget skips on the double Frogget is pretty good. It's what makes it much better than the double Moldsmal, despite both of them being 2 turns. You just cannot simply skip the animation like that. Alright. You wouldn't be a valid run at all. Okay. Triple modes, I believe this is actually good for double0mat. Yeah, I think double0mat's going to end his grind here. I haven't been paying very close attention, but after this he should be at 20. And SnowieY seems to be at 18 or 9. Maybe no, I'm pretty sure SnowieY was 18 or maybe at 17. No, I'm not sure. We'll see about this. So should SnowieY go to the right and proceed to the next room, it means the grind is over for him. Same for double0mat. Let's see who's gonna be in. Okay, so SnowieY is over, the grind's over for him, so is double0mat. This is actually really neck to neck thus far. Both of them ended both parts of their grind at very similar times. And now they're gonna get the "but nobody came" message, which happens when you exhaust the poo counter for a certain area. In this case, the ruins is gone, so it means that they have increased their murder level to the flag that they want, and they can proceed. So the way that the Genocide run works is that the game counts a certain flags that you have to achieve in order to complete to meet the requirements for the Genocide ending. So most of them are based upon some flags you have to meet, such as watching cutscene or killing monsters, but mostly also exhausting the poo counters for each area. So here you can see you're getting a lot of but nobody cames. You get 1 per room always. It's always going to happen in every room that you have an encounter on. And now they're just going to mash this final area towards ruins and leave and kill Toriel and head into SnowieY. So I'm pretty sure they're both gonna get sub 11, which is pretty good for a race. No, this is pretty RNG, but if you can get sub 11, it's pretty good. Okay. SnowieY got quite a lead. I don't know why the lead all of a sudden. I believe it was just the execution on there. Alright, so that's Toriel. Toriel's dead. You really hate me that much? Now I see who I was protecting by keeping you here. Not you. But ha. This first tutorial skip, yeah. SnowieY mashing good. SnowieY mashing is very good. Alright, so coming up now is Flowey's magnificent. That's a wonderful idea. He doesn't even have 20 TVPS. I mean, that's a good point. That's a wonderful idea. And the game's over. Undertale by Toby Fox. See y'all next time. SnowieY101. Alright, so now we're gonna meet up Me Gunner, Sen's Undertale, Ness Earthbound. Oh man, this man has so many names. But you probably know him as Sans. Yep, the old whoopee cushion and the hand trick. He never got sold. Alright, so I'm noting, right away they're going to be getting the tough glove from the box, which they're going to be using as a slightly better weapon than a stick, because attack animation is a little bit faster. SnowieY getting the heal there. Maybe, I'm not sure why, maybe because he got way too many frog skips. But he didn't save, so I don't know. Or maybe he's just not confident about dodging these attacks. These attacks can be a little bit weird to dodge, considering you're not really usually dodging. Okay, so they're gonna grind for this encounter. There's no Drake, and they're just gonna keep going through Snowding. So Snowding, they're actually not going to grind in Snowding until the very ending of it. They're just going to go through different rooms. Snowding has a lot of mini bosses, which are the dogs that you have to kill, but they don't actually contribute towards the kill count. So you kill like about 3 dogs, maybe 4. Yeah, 4 dogs. None of them actually contribute towards the kill count. That's just a little bit shameful. Could make the speedrun a little bit faster. So that's Ice Cap. And the routing that we use actually just goes towards, just go to the end and grind stuff there. It's a little bit different from the most optimal routing that could ever have been for Snowding, but you know, it's very hard to follow what would be the most optimal for this category, because you usually go for the most reliable than the actual most optimal. So that was Doggo. Doggo was very simple. This is Lesser Dog. There's actually, you can save a few frames by, well, not frames, maybe even half a second, by menuing the stick to make Lesser Dog's defense drop down a lot, and then kill Lesser Dog with 1 crit. And now they're going to meet again the crossword. So Snowie's has a lot. Snowding has a lot. Not Snowie. Snowding has a lot of puzzles that you don't really get to see here in. Wait, Snowie's going to activate the switch. Let's go. Shoutouts to neutral muscle memory. I'm not sure if that was in purpose or not, but he's actually going to lose time because of that. What a champ. So basically, yeah, you don't need to activate the switch because in Genocide it's already activated by default. But SnowieY went there anyways, and he ended up losing time because of that, but it's a very small amount of time lost anyway. double0mat's just going to grind on a bridge, which is what you're usually going to do. So in this fight, SnowieY is actually going to kill Dogaressa first, because when you kill Dogaressa, Dogami is 1 hit. If you kill Dogami first, Dogaressa is going to be a 2 hit, so you're going to have to wait 2 turns to kill her. This is just because Dogami gets extremely sad when you kill Dogaressa, and he just dies in 1 hit. Alright. Like, so that's the 1 hit, and okay, I was looking if SnowieY was going to try to solve that puzzle. That puzzle is also solved by default in Genocide, but sometimes neutral muscle memory kicks in and you just do that. Alright. So here comes up also one of the most technical puzzles of this run. So I won't really say anything about it. You just gotta watch for yourself. Ooh, that's a bold move. So instead of cutting the diagonal, he actually did up and then right. Okay, I see. You're going to be losing a few frames. That's ice puzzle skip. I mean, not skip. Ice puzzle that you don't have to solve. That's a little bit more technical and neutral, but okay. Double mats are going to be a slightly variation of what SnowieY did. Okay, so this is greater. I mean, lesser dog. I mean, greater dog. Yeah, you're right. It's greater. He has this RNG attack that SnowieY just got. He ran into the dog, and when you run into the dog, you skip the animation. It saves like 3 seconds, and it's a coin flip. And now SnowieY is going to proceed to the final Deadly Gauntlet room of SnowieY, which is where he's going to be grinding at. So first he has to watch this long cutscene with Sans and Papyrus. Oh. And after this, SnowieY's going they're going to be leaving the room and re-entering in order to be able to grind it. So this is where the RNG kicks in. So if there's any elite change to happen, it will happen right here, right now. So this area is actually not so RNG. There isn't mini RNG you can get here. It's just there's 2 possibilities you can get for every encounter, which is a double and a triple. And they're all coin flips. So the most optimal here is a double. If you get a triple, you have to kill Snowdrake, and then Snowdrake's a little bit slower. So it's just faster to get a double. And they want to get a double up to 12. After 12, they want to start getting triples. And you can see there's Jerry. Jerry, you don't really kill Jerry in the run because Jerry just takes forever to kill. It takes like 10, 11 hits, I don't know, to kill. It would take a lot of time to kill Jerry. So that's why runners don't kill him. You might ask, wait, but doesn't that abort Genocide? Wow, actually, you can actually spare a lot of monsters. As long as it's not an important monster, as long as it's a generic monster that doesn't have a specific flag for continuing the route, you can actually just spare. Jerry might be killed if it's optimal. For example, if you get a triple and you are at 13 kills, or if you get a double and you're at 14 kills, you want to kill Jerry. Because, like I said, you never want to be one down from the total amount of kills you want to get. So, for example, in this is noting you have to kill 16 people, 16 monsters. You don't want to ever be at 15, because if you're at 15, you're just going to take forever to grind out the next encounter. So if you're at 14 and you get a double, you want to kill the Jerry as well, so you don't actually end up being at 15. Hopefully no one has to kill Jerry in here. Alright, so double0mat's looking a little bit, you know, a little bit of a tough position there, low HP. This is probably why SnowieY healed, so he wouldn't have to worry about that. I wonder if he's going to maybe go for a heal. He seems to be confident. It would be a very, very sad thing to see double0mat dying in here. Yeah, it's a thing that can happen, but it would be very unfortunate to die in this nodding grind. Okay, so thus far, RNG has been, I guess, reasonable for both of these runners. I'm not actually not counting how many monsters they are at, so I'm not sure who's ahead in the kill count right now. But I'd assume it's SnowieY, because SnowieY began the grind earlier. Alright. Both runners getting the double encounter, which is for the most part more optimal. And this part is very interesting because you can usually tell how many monsters you have by just listening to the music. And this, of course, you have to have some experience in this. For example, I have no idea how that would work. I don't have the cues for it, but some people can do it. Of course, it's more efficient to just counter yourself. double0mat doing some. It looks scary, but these attacks from Snowdrake are very, very weird. Cause you see, yeah. So he just very dangerous, but at the same time, it feels like nothing. I don't know. All right, so Young Donut doing the epic job of counting for us. Thank you. Now they're tied 14-14. So double0mat did catch up. So that's interesting. Oh, okay. So Snowie's gonna kill Jerry because he got a double of 14. double0mat will also have to kill Jerry if he gets a double at 14. I mean, if he gets a double right now. double0mat's taking so long to grind out. Maybe he's at 15. Oh, he got a triple, so he won't be killing Jerry. And you will see how much time this will save over SnowieY. Wow, actually, SnowieY began killing Jerry much later. Oh my god, this is looking dangerous. Please don't die. Oh no, please don't die. Oh my god, that looks close. Okay. That's monk ass. Okay, yeah, it's over. So SnowieY killed the Jerry there, and for some reason double0mat just took so long to get the last encounter. I'm not sure why. Maybe he just got really bad luck with the step counter rolls. Because the way that the game actually see how long you're going to be grinding for, it takes some basis on a fundamental step count, and then it also increments with some RNG. So yeah. So now we're going to be talking with our favorite skeleton Papyrus, and I'm just going to be killing him merciless and removing his head. Well, that's not what I expected. Alright, so 23:30-ish. Is SnowieY just now started losing time? I wonder. So this space isn't so bad, I believe. Yeah, I believe. I'm not sure about double0mat, but this space isn't so bad. It's not terrible for sure. So Waterfall is quite an interesting place. This is the first time we're going to be getting our multi-attack weapon, which is going to be the ballet shoes. And we're also going to be facing the first boss from two bosses that this route has, which are famous, notorious for being extremely hard, but not going to be much of a trouble for a big thunderstorm right now. Well, let's hope. Oh, let's hope no power breakdown or anything. All right, so this beginning of Waterfall is extremely linear. They're just going to be going through these. Oh, SnowieY getting the swag flower shreds. So this is Aram. They're going to flee away from Aram because Aram is bad, and Aram will take way too long to kill Aram, and it wouldn't be optimal at all. But Washua, I believe SnowieY is going to be killing Washua. Oh, double0mat's actually going to be killing Aram. Oh, SnowieY going for the accurate hit. SnowieY was trying to go for the one turn maybe. You can't really unturn one turn Washua. But okay. And there isn't going to be much killing. There's a few scripted encounters that are going to be killing, and there is just one random encounter they're going to be having until they get to the end of Waterfall, which is where they're going to be grinding for the most part of it. So here, there's going to be Spirit Chases 1. There's going to be 2 Spirit Chases towards Waterfall. This first one, Undyne is going to be throwing spears at the runners. And the second one is going to be rising spears from the floor. This can be a little bit tricky sometimes because you can just if you get hit once, usually you mess up with the path that the spears usually travel, so you get a little bit decoordinated, and you just start to get hit more and more. But both of the runners, double0mat just got hit. Both of the runners didn't have much trouble. double0mat got hit once there at the ending, but it's fine. it's only going to be losing a little bit amount of time. And after this cutscene, we're going to be getting the punch card. Yeah, Matt skipped Washwa and killed Aaron. It's a very peculiar routing. Maybe he just hates Aaron that much. So now they're going to be getting the punch card, except they are not going to because this is a genocide, and the guy that sells the punch card just goes away. So the punch card is like the powerful item of this game that breaks the game, and it's only, of course, it's only not there in glitchless categories and in genocide because the guy that sells the punch card is not there. It's a sad history about how you need people to sell stuff. Because of course you kill everyone with a punch card, I was just terrified. So now it's not going to be granted for a scripted encounter, double mold. This is actually a very interesting encounter because this is a similar encounter that encountered in Ruins. But this time we're going to one-hit both of them with the Death Glove. Isn't that beautiful? And this is the ballet shoes. SnowieY will not be going for the stick drop. Maybe he's going to be going for the stick drop deluxe version. Well, we're going to have to wait about that. With the ballet shoes, they're going to be dealing a much greater amount of damage. They're going to be able to one-shot Washwas and Molds Bigs. Molds Bigs are yet to come. So SnowieY getting the Washwa Aaron. It's the second worst encounter you can get. SnowieY's going to be running away from Aaron. That's understandable. Different people have a very, very different way of doing waterfall. So it's actually kind of thus far I haven't through all the tournaments. If you haven't taken a close, you haven't paying a lot of attention to the waterfall of different people. They all are going to be handling the errands in different ways. But SnowieY opted for the run for the fleeing there. And Sharon is as a mini boss. You need to kill Sharon every time to get the genocide murder level flag increase, etc. And now it's going to be through a little bit of a longer section of just walking and doing stuff. Not much stuff going on right now. So this room you can actually hold no, not W. You can hold up, down, and right at the same time. And you walk at double speed for some reason. That room just works like that. So this room that double0mat's about to enter, you can just walk at double speed if you do that. So now he's going to be heading into the spear chases too, just similar to the second one and the first one in the sense that if you get hit, you have to go through that like small attack animation that's going to lose a little bit of time. And after that, they're going to finally heading into the last part of the waterfall, which is where they're going to be grinding at, and where a little bit of the RNG is going to kick off. Thank you. Okay, so current kill count is 6 at 5. Let's see. So this means that SnowieY is going to be starting the grind at 7, and Matt at 8. So after this, they're going to be killing these huge scripted encounters. Well, actually, a lot of they're going to be getting 5 scripted encounters. But mostly noticeably, they're going to be going through Mad Dummy, which is a mini boss, you could say. It's like it has its own flag, and then you're going to be facing Tammy, which is going to be a scripted encounter as soon as the waterfall grind begins. And then there's going to be Molds Small, Molds Big, and Washwa Aaron and Washwa Molds Big for the scripted encounters, and then RNG is going to be for both of the runners. Okay, no John Cena mod for Snowy. So it's gotten quite popular for people to just use the John Cena mod. No luck in here. No Jesus Frisk as well. So there's a tiny skippy, kind of tiny little tech you can do there. If you walk on the diagonal of that tile, you can actually walk in water after you leave the tile for some reason. It's wacky. So this is Mad Dummy, or in the Genocide run, Glad Dummy. Which is actually very interesting because if you go to Glad Dummy has extremely small amounts of HP. However, if you mash really fast, okay, Snow is not going to be mashing fast. You can actually the double0mat's going to be getting some healing items for Undyne maybe. Interesting. You can actually not kill the Glad Dummy in one hit. All right, so this is Demi encounter. Oh my god, what? Snowy just got like the least amount of damage you can possibly deal, I think, to Temi. Just 5. Very interesting. Alright, so here, where's the waterfall grind is going to actually begin. So that's the most big in this, guys. You actually have to get a good crit there, and Snowy got it no problem. If you don't get a good crit there, you're actually going to be getting a... yeah, you're not going to be able to kill a one crit in one turn. So this is the Washer Aaron, the second scripted encounter we're going to be facing. After this, there's going to be one more, and double0mat is beginning the first three scripted encounters for the grind. Okay, double0mat's barely getting, but still getting the one turn for most big. And this will be the last scripted encounter for Snowy. And in the waterfall, the optimal RNG you want to get is you want to get basically just wash from most bigs. You can get wash for Aarons, and you can also get Tammys, but you don't want to get none of those because they are just going to be slower. Tammy can depend. If you are at an odd number of kills, you want to get a Tammy at least. You want to get a Tammy exactly once, because since a Tammy is a one-hit kill, and it's very quick to kill it, you want to always be getting it once so that you can actually turn your kill count even. Wait, so they're already both going? I believe double0mat's already not yet at 14, but I might be wrong. Oh, double0mat getting a Tammy. This might be a little bit impactful for the run. Oh, Snowy also getting a Tammy. All right. So like I said, a Tammy is good if depending on the situation. I'm not sure if the situation here is good, but if they get a Tammy twice, then they know that they're not in a good shape because a Tammy is bad, even though it's a quick kill. You have to waste your encounter by simply not getting a double in an area full of doubles. You end up getting a single, and then you have to walk for more. So Aaron, you can't in any way one-hit Aaron. You're always going to be two-hitting Aarons, even with getting a crit in the belly shoes. Is still not strong enough to kill it in one hit. I'm quite unsure about what's Matt's current kill count. Let me see if chat has it. 15-15. Snowy just finished his kill count apparently. There's 18 monsters to kill in the waterfall, but Snowy seems to have covered it up already. So Snowy's going to be getting quite a lead here, it seems. Alright, this should be maybe the last for double0mat. And after this, we're going to be heading into the Undyne. Oh, actually, yeah, he was at 17. Okay. That's the end for him. So the Tammy actually ended up being very bad for him. Undyne the Undyne fight is actually very interesting because, people usually would think that the hard thing about it is actually just dodging the attacks, but the hardest thing actually is just hitting her. It's not dodging the attacks, it's actually attacking. So Snow is going to go for safety save there. Interesting. Usually people are expected to not have to heal at all, and much less die in the fight. But he's probably just healing there to get his HP to maximum. mostly because you know, you actually also have to grind a little bit more after Undyne for the core section. So that's already going to save a little bit of healing later. So Undyne, the optimal way to do this fight is by getting what is called the quick kill. So you get a succession of good crits to the belly issues allows you to finish the fight in 14 turns. But in order to do that, you have to get quite accurate. You don't need to get all the triple crits with the belly issues. You just have to get very accurate attacks. So as now you got a 1600 there. You want to get usually lots of 1700s. If you get a few 1600s, it's fine. But if you only get 1600s, it just won't be enough. And if you get a lot of 1500s, it means you're gonna have to compensate with a lot of 1700s. And if you get 1400s or 1300s, it means you might be in a bad situation, but you can still pull out if you get a lot of 1700s, basically. So SnowieY thus far is in a pretty good shape for quick kill. So if he keeps up like this, he's probably going to be able to get it. double0mat being not such a great start, but can very well be recovered from this. Stream is kind of lagging, but he got a triple right now. Alright, so now he's getting a lot of two crit. Okay, he's getting a lot of triples as well. So if SnowieY keeps on like this, he's going to be getting the quick kill. Ooh, that's a little bit of a under damaging crit, but that's still fine. So this match hasn't had any music mods thus far. I'm expecting maybe some from Megalovania. So music mods are allowed for this game because you can just you know, there's like a folder in the Undertale folder, just like music, and then you just can replace the .oggs there with music of your own. So it's allowed for the speedruns. A lot of people use them. So a lot of them have been used in the tournament, but this match specifically, no music mods thus far. So if SnowieY gets a good crit here, he will be able to get the quick kill. This is the last turn before quick kill. Let's see. And he gets it, no problem. Okay. Had SnowieY not gotten the quick kill, he'd have to go through a very long attack that lasts for like 10 to 15 seconds, I'm not sure exactly. We should lose a lot of time. But SnowieY getting the quick kill, getting a pretty good waterfall. And so this is the attack for double0mat. I believe double0mat's not in pace for quick kill right now. So after this, yeah, okay. So double0mat also has to get a decent crit here. If he just smashes Q here, he's not gonna be able to finish the fight here, and he's actually gonna go through an extremely long attack. So let's hope he doesn't under damage here. All right, yeah, fine, no problem. So that's going to be Undyne for double0mat. Welcome T. So in Genocide, the hotline sign welcomes T. Welcome T. All right, so here is early pan is basically the only glitch of the run, where they're going to be interacting with the dog food in the laboratory, and after that they're going to begin the cutscene and interact with the refrigerator in the middle of the cutscene, and during that they're going to be skipping a chooser, and with that they're going to be getting the burn pen somehow. Wait a second. Did SnowieY not get the burn pen? Wait, what? Wait, I didn't see the burn pen there, but I think he got it. he got the skip just fine. He should have the burn pen right now. And I believe double0mat, from what I remember in the race he did earlier today, he's going gun. So there's two weapons you can use in this part of the game. The burn pen is the most optimal one because of the early pen skip, where you can simply do that and skip having to get it. But a lot of people also go for gun. The gun is usually considerably a little bit harder to use and less consistent to be able to be getting quads with. And quads are going to be very, very important for the following section, which is the core grind. But a lot of people still use gun. So now they're just going to be going through Hotland. Hotland has 5 encounters in total that are going to be massively murdered. They're always going to be the same encounters, so it's going to be a Vulcan Thunderplane, the 2 Royal Guards, and the Muffet at the end. And then we're going to be getting into the core grind. And the core grind is actually the most skill barrier of the run, because, as I mentioned before, oh, he got 81. Okay, so double0mat barely made it through that Thunderplane. Thunderplane requires a decent hit with the belly issues in order to be able to one turn it. So the core is very important because you need to be getting a lot of quads with either the gun or the burn pen in order to be able to deal damage to some enemies that have a lot of HP. And usually in some of these enemies, every quad you miss, and a quad is 4 frame perfect inputs, by the way, you're going to be losing about 9 seconds. So, and there's going to be guaranteed 4 scripted encounters that you have to get a quad on. So it's at least 4 quads you have to deal in each core. If you get lucky, you're only going to have 4 quads, but usually you don't get that lucky. So you're going to have to deal a lot more than 4 quads in order to be able to not lose any time. So that's Muffet. Muffet's going to be... so Snowy didn't end up dropping the stick at all, which is unfortunate, but whatever. So the stick drop is a meme in the community, basically. I don't think double0mat drop as well. So the gun is going to be... the gun is purchased, quote-unquote purchased, after the Muffet. A little bit before you get into core. Well, it's not really purchased, you just get it because it's laying in the... it's just like there. Alright, so Snowy should be equipping the pen at any time now. Unless he's going to be going for belly shoes strats. You can actually use the belly shoes in the core, but it's RNG, and you have to get crits in order to make it work. You can actually use that to kill things in core, but it's not recommended. Although technically faster. Alright. So this is the core. Core has a bop of a song. This song is very good, and it's very moody. You know, the atmosphere is very well set with this song. So this astigmatism, ooh, Snowy missing the first astigmatism. So basically, this the core is composed of a few enemies. Astigmatism is one of the weaker enemies. You don't need the quad to kill astigmatism in one turn. However, astigmatism is a little bit stronger than Frogget and Wimsalot, which are these 2 boys you can see here. And you actually need to deal at least a decent 3 crits or 2 crit in the center with the pen in order to be able to kill in one hit, because astigmatism has 120 health. So the first 9 enemies in core are scripted. They're going to be going through... So this is Wimsalot astigmatism encounter. The next one is going to be Frogget Astig, and then it's going to be 9-9 Magic. 9-9 Magic is going to be required the quads. And after that, the RNG is going to kick in, and they're going to be hoping for triples and doubles, but anything but 9-9 Magics and singles. Alright, so double0mat's already with the gun, and they will begin the core grind now. The gun is usually considered a lot harder to hit, but the gun hits a little bit harder. Okay, so that's the first 9-9 Magic encounter. Snowy gets the first quad, no problem. Let's see if he gets the second one. Misses the second one. Alright. So it's going to be a little bit of time loss over not hitting that. But already just hitting quads is already going to be extremely beneficial. So, okay, so there's no getting a triple here. Triple is the most optimal encounter you can core. Usually you want to get just triples. The least optimal are singles and the quote-unquote, and then there's a bunch of doubles, basically. But a few doubles are a little bit harder than the 9-9 magic double is harder than the other doubles because you need to actually get quads in order to not lose any time. Oh, double0mat getting 120, exactly 120 on the stigmatism. You need to be able to get a quad in both the 9-9 and the magic in order to not lose any time. But okay, double0mat not getting the quad either. So SnowieY's going to be catching up already in this core grind thus far. I was going to creating a lead on double0mat. And oh, SnowieY get another triple. This is interesting. Can SnowieY get a ridiculously high amount of triples and get world record live stream in tournaments? I don't think. Maybe. Let's see. I'm just joking, by the way. I don't think there's any chance for this world record, even with a bunch of triples. But this could probably potentially be a 106, the first 106 of the tournament. I don't think there's been any 106 thus far. So one of the things that make people choose the gun over the pen is that it's a lot more reliable to hit these astigmatism crits. But of course it's a lot harder to hit the regular crits on 9-9 magics. So most people just go for the pen. Also the pen is used in other categories, neutral and TP glitchless. Sorry, TP, not TP glitchless. I mean TP glitchless as well, I guess. The TP in general, and SnowieY quadding the Wimps a lot. The most productive quad it can ever be. So in core, you're expected to see a lot of useless quads, but hey, and then you expected to also see a lot of non-quads where there was supposed to be quads. Unfortunately, that happens a lot. Could this be a PB? I don't think this could be a PB, even with potentially. Well, this core is going pretty well. He only lost one turn thus far. Depends. Maybe. It depends on how many kills SnowieY's at right now. I'm counting. So it's actually been a very good core for SnowieY. Very, very solid. He only lost one turn, which was in the first scripted, and then he hasn't gotten any 9-9 magic encounter. Ooh, so that's actually very good. SnowieY's going to be getting a really good time here, it seems. If he can crit both the 9-9 and the magic, this is going to be a very, very solid time. Let's see. So I believe SnowieY's at 31 right now, so he's going to be killing the astigmatism and going to be proceeding to the final moments of the grinding. So after you get 33 kills in total, you want to... Oh, actually, no. Okay. So maybe not. You want to go to the Warrior's Path. So the Warrior's Path is basically 7 scripted enemies that you can always get. And the reason why the runners go at the Warrior's Path at the very end of the run... Ooh. Okay, nice. So will this be it? Yeah, okay, so now he's going to be heading to the Warrior's Path. This is going to be quite a good time, and I don't think this is going to be a PB though. The Warrior's Path is good because you don't have to grind for the encounters, are just there and you get them instantly. And they go at the end of the run, especially because, you know, the more you kill, the longer it takes to grind encounters. Alright, so the 2 last quads of the run. Let's see if SnowieY's gonna get them. SnowieY gonna get the first one. Ooh, double0mat getting a gun quad magic. Very nice. And last one. Alright. So this is going to be a very interesting time. I'm curious about what time this is going to be. I believe this might be a 50. Going to be a high, and that would be like a 106 base, yeah. So definitely not bad, not bad at all. SnowieY has expected is one of the top players of this game. Alright, so no screw ups, the grind is over. Now he just has to proceed. I'm actually gonna pull up my splits here and see what time this is going to be. Oh, this will not be a 106, I think. Ooh, this is going to be very close to a 106. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 106. Ah, it's definitely going to be a 106, yeah, okay. So SnowieY is on 106 pace right now. So unless SnowieY does some... yeah, that car was pretty good. Well, double0mat is still in core. SnowieY's score was just very good. And now SnowieY's going to go to the last section of the run, which is composed of Flowetail and then Sans fight. So turns out the healing items double0mat got earlier was for core, it seems. And it's understandable. It's understandable. Core can be quite tricky with the HP, especially the fact that you actually go through so many different encounters. So this should be like a 106, maybe I want to say like 106.52, 106.50, I don't know. Which would be the best tournament time thus far. So double0mat's going to be finishing off the Warriors path right now. That mashing is very satisfying. You know, mashing is good when you don't hear any sound from the text box, which means that the runner is successfully skipping all the X frame perfectly. He's pressing all the X's frame perfectly after the enters. But this specific dialogue of Fly has a little bit different mashing, so it's treated a little bit differently. I'm not sure how it goes exactly. And now we're going to be seeing Sans. I think SnowieY's going to be saving, yeah. And now we're going to be looking at Sans Undertale. Most notably known for his cameo and Smash as the Me Gunner. Alright. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm waiting for good music mods, SnowieY. Or just good old Megalovania. This tournament hasn't had many Megalovanias for the amount of Megalovanias he was supposed to have, you know? Let's see how it goes. Okay, just good and old Megalovania. Let's go. Sans Undertale, not to be confused with Sans Deltarune. Alright, so for the Sans fight, for the most part, you just don't want to heal through it. Some people might go to try no-hitting. No-hitting is a little bit tough in speedruns because it's actually not optimal to do the menuing in the second phase to not get hit. So the only way you can no-hit while speedrunning is if you get a frame-perfect meshing on the second part for the menu bones part, which can be a little bit tricky now to mash frame perfectly, but it's possible. It's been done before. But Snowy already got hit, so that's not really important. Snowy should be going to looking to not have to heal at all. Yeah, of course he has instant noodles to do the early pain glitch, but if he has to heal, he's going to be doing that in the interval between the first and second phase. But mostly he should be able to do this, no problem. Snowy got a 5230 out of core. This is a high 106 base. Which I believe is going to be the fastest time of the tournament thus far. Maybe it's the way you're dressed. This attack can be quite tricky for... yeah, of course. This attack is very weird. The Gaster Blasters are just so weird there. And they manage to snag in a hit sometimes. Plus when you're trying to go fast, sometimes you can get a little bit distracted by and not paying attention to all the Gaster Blasters there. But even with that hit, no, you should be able to go through this phase just fine, because there isn't many attacks left. There's just this attack, which this attack is just hold all the arrow keys. And there's going to be the random attack, which is basically free. It's very easy to go through it. And then there's like the circle attack, which is pretty simple. So there isn't really much. The only other one he's going to have to pay some attention is this one. And this one is also not very hard. Well, of course, just because I say he does get hit on it. But he didn't get hit that much, so that's what matters. Alrighty. So there's going to be two more. So this is going to be the last, before the last attack, and this is going to be the final attack. 3, 3, 4, and bam. So if Snowy survives this, he's going to be taking this match for sure. And probably going to be taking the 106 as well. Alright. So this is the final attack, also known as the bitrate drop attack. The stream just looks bad on it. Alright. That's it. So the last thing that Snowy can do here to lose time is waking up Sense when he starts going to sleep. But double0mat's doing kind of low health. Ooh, double0mat don't die. Alright, he's gonna heal here. Alright. Safe, we're safe, boys. No worries. The last thing that can happen to Snow here is if you wake... ooh, he went to mash there. But he ended up using the inventory item. shows the stick. Snowy can wake up the Sans, but I don't think that's going to be happening. If he wakes up Sans right before he goes to sleep, he would lose like 20 to 30 seconds, I think. But it's really the biggest time loss he could possibly get in this late into the game. And I just have to stand through Sen's judgmental dialogue. The one's going to have to quite a rough time with that Gaster Blaster attack there. Especially when you heal enough times, the Gaster Blaster attack just keeps repeating over and over, which can be a pain. Usually only appears once or twice. I don't remember if it's twice or once. I think it once. It just appears once throughout the entirety of the first phase. The first phase is for a lot of people generally considered easier than the first phase, even though it's supposed to be harder. But it's a lot easier when you know what you're doing. First phase can be a lot less reliable. With the exception of this attack, like I said, this attack is pretty bad. Ooh, it looks a little bit dangerous for... Oh, does double0mat not have any healing items? This looks a little bit dangerous. Well, double0mat's actually trying to dodge the menu bones, but when you're at 1 HP, you don't actually have to dodge them because they can't actually kill you. All right, so that Sen's is dead. No waking up. Ah, double0mat's dead. Yikes. So it's not going to be finishing off right now. And let's see what time SnowieY is going to be getting. This is going to be like a 16, 106, 106.44. No, 106.42, I think. It's a pretty good time. Alright, so this last bit of cutscenes, not really much is going to be happening. So now we just be waiting for SnowieY to finish off this. Greetings, I am S. So as you can feel, the atmosphere for this part is quite tense. All right, so double0mat's going to be hopefully joining soon for the post-match commentary. Not sure if SnowieY is going to be coming on. SnowieY got a 106.43. That's a second faster than what I predicted. So GG's to SnowieY. That's a pretty good time for the tournament. A very solid time for a race. And GG's on double0mat as well for sticking through the end. So will I get? Wait, SnowieY? That's a PV? Wait, is that a PV? I thought SnowieY's PV was different. Maybe I was thinking of the Japanese. Let me see this. Oh my god, that is a PV. Oh my god, I just got bopped by SnowieY. Why? I didn't even realize SnowieY didn't have a 106. So that's a PV for SnowieY. I didn't remember that. Okay. Yeah. His good PV is in JP from the times where JP and 1.001 was the same. But GG's to SnowieY for the good PV. Crazy PV. And for the top 10 PV, this puts him at 9th place in the Geno boards right now. So will I be getting any? Alrighty, so I got double0mat with me. Hello, double0mat.
Hey.
How do you feel about that?
That was so tragic. I was just super tilted after core.
Yeah, that core
well,
was.
The core was bad, but what started tilting me is that freaking Temi and waterfall. It was going downhill from there.
Yeah, that core was quite.
Bad. Well, okay, a single night, single magic, and then like 3 night magics. It was like, really? How was I doing before Snowden?
You were doing pretty well before. Up until like a little bit before, you were pretty close to SnowieY actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know I golded my Snowden by like 30 seconds.
What's up, guys?
Hello, SnowieY.
Dude, that core was nuts.
That core was really good. You only missed one quad.
I know.
And you got like pretty good RNG. It was pretty good.
What, 2 triples and only 1 single
you were doing pretty well
quad,
before,
and it was a single night. It was a single I needed too.
You were pretty close to SnowieY actually.
But
yeah.
Before Snowden, like before Papyrus, oh my god, the run was really bad. What's up, guys?
Really?
I had RNG and ruins. Poor RNG. I had to kill Jerry. I had to do all this.
That core was really good. You only missed one quad. So this is actually a PB for the Linux version.
This is a PB for me, yes.
How does it feel? Do you feel like you're gonna be beating this soon, or do you feel like this is a good PB?
This is not a good PB. I can't before Snowden, like before Papyrus.
I see.
The run was.
I need to practice core. Shit. Oh man, that's so bad. Did you get any like single Temis or something in waterfall?
I did get a single Temi, but a single Temi I also need it.
I got the double Moldsmal again after the scripted double Moldsmal, and I was just like, oh, this is deja vu from last race today. Then that single Temi just tilted me off the face of planet.
My only problem with waterfall is I got more errands than I would have liked, but getting. And of course, the worst part of the run had to have been the Snowden grind.
Really? It went that bad for you?
Yes.
I golded that, and that's like one of my best splits now.
I had to kill Jerry, which really put me really far behind.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I was behind my PB. Well, my only road PB. Well, not road PB, but split PB. After Papyrus.
So you both finish both of the part of the ruins grind. You finish them basically at the same time. And Snowden is where Snowy had gained a little bit of a lead, but after the Snowing grind, the lead kind of shrink again, and then Waterfall set it in for the race.
Road PB, well not road PB, but split PB. Yeah.
I saw, so I died on Sans, and then I was like, I looked at, because I had the stream up, and I saw that you already done the Sans fight, so I was like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, that's a yikes.
Is where
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Snowy had
It's all good, man.
a little bit
Anyway, it's not like I was still in like 109 pace, so there was no way I would even be close to you.
Set it in for the race.
Well, GG on the race though.
Yeah, that's fun.
GG on the race, both of you. That was pretty cool to watch.
Alright, cool.
So, this double match, you both two, you and Snowy, you have one match left, right, on this group?
What?
You both have one match left on the group that you are in right now.
I have one match left. I'm 2-0 right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about the next race.
Is 0-2.
You're going against Galactic, right? That was
I think so,
good
yeah.
to watch.
What happens? So here's my question: what happens if there's a 3-way tie? Let's say it's possible.
So it was decided that they would just take like the average of the times to see.
Oh, so since I didn't finish there, I'm literally like just screwed.
Yeah, you lose a tiebreaker.
Alright.
I have one match left. Yeah, I don't see a 3-way tie happening in our group.
Well, if Galactic loses to, I don't know who the other runner is.
I think so, yeah. Well,
he loses to him and I win against him.
Yeah, Fixie has one loss. Galactic, I don't know what his stats are right now.
Galactic 1-1. He won.
So it was decided.
Yeah.
They would just take like
so
today.
Times.
He'd have to win one, and I'd have to lose one for us to tie. So
well, no, if you win against Galactic,
yeah, I don't see it.
If I win against Fitzy, and if Fitzy wins against Galactic, and you win against Galactic, everyone's gonna have 1 win and 2 losses, except you're gonna be 3-0.
Yeah.
So then it would be between those two, since I forfeited this race.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can push through with the. You'd have to win one, and I'd have RNG. It's kind of balanced out. Last run I had was bad. This run was okay.
I had like a meh ruins, but Snowden, holy, that was god tier. What would you say is like a good Snowden split? Like how much time? Because I got like a 12:20 or a 12:30.
Yeah.
Like a 12:30. It would be like a yeah, a low 12.
Last run I had was bad.
12:30 is pretty good actually.
It's my best waterfall, or not waterfall, best Snowden split.
You split at the end, leaving the room with Papyrus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty good.
Well,
so that's it, I guess.
Yeah, that was fun.
So we're not gonna be having any races on October 1st, which is today, depending on your time zone. For me, it's already October 1st.
Actually, I'm gonna see if the other guy wants to run tomorrow.
But tomorrow we're having 3 races on October 2nd or the day after tomorrow, depending on the time zone. Okay, yeah. So make sure you check those races out.
Yeah.
So that's it,
well,
I guess.
GG, man.
Enjoy the next upcoming.
We're not gonna be having any races on October 1st, which is today, depending on your time zone. For me, it's already October 1st. But tomorrow we're having 3 races on October 2nd or the day after